Hey guys, this is Terry Hansen with Good Dog Coaching and Pet Care, and here with Monty again. And we're working on the place command and going on place and going into a down, defaulting to a down basically. If you haven't used a cot for the place command, I highly recommend them. It makes it much easier for your dog to learn the place command because it's a designated spot, but also you can see it's up off the floor versus a dog bed where their foot can be half on or half off, their body can be half on, half off. It's kind of a gray area. When you have a cot like these, and they're very affordable, it's real clear when they've stepped off it actually. So anyway, when you first start training with a place cot, some dogs are nervous about them because they've never seen one before. In that case, I recommend you flip it upside down so it's flat on the floor, and then just walk your dog back and forth across it. Some dogs don't even want to do that. That's what the leash is for, to guide them on there. You can use food. Sometimes you have to pick them up and put them on there, right? Until they realize nothing's scary, all right? Just got to work them through it. So anyway, this little guy wasn't worried about it at all. And so I just want to show you the beginnings of the place command and also having him go into a down on the place cot. So when initially the first few reps we're doing of teaching a dog place, I usually have them come up, I stop them, maybe even have them sit before and pause, because I want them to understand that I'm telling them to get on that thing, onto the cot, okay, versus just walking and they just kind of hop on and hop off. I want it to be real clear that I'm giving them the command of getting onto the cot. So, and that looks like this. Let's go. Place. Good. Now, initially, you're going to just have them get on, click and reward, have them get off. Let's go. And then just like sit or down, place. You're going to gradually build up the length of time they stay on there. Break the boy before you release them. Okay? Place. Break the boy. Then, fast forward, you do lots and lots of reps. Place. You gradually increase the length of time that they're on it. You can also, command them to go into a down. As you can see, we've done it a few times, so he's already knowing that when he goes on there, what I want is for him to go into a down. So, but prior to that, it was, a little bit of leash pressure and, down command. Break. Good boy. And, it's the same process, same concept, really, of the sit and the down is having them on there, working them, on duration, building up the length of time, building up distractions. There's other dogs here right now, and they're walking around, and those are distractions to him, but he's doing pretty well actually. Place. Good. Good boy. So, he's doing well, going on, defaulting to a down. Then I'm going to add moving around him and expecting him to stay on there. If he breaks command, I'm simply going to say wrong, repeat the command, and, go from there. Break the boy. Good job, buddy. Let's go. From the other side, place. Like it. Down. Good. So good is a marker word that I use. That means I like what you're doing. If there's no food coming, the click, after the click comes the food. So I've got the leash. Trust me, they know when you're holding the leash and when you're not. Break. Good boy. Good job. Good job, buddy. Place. Good. Good. Good boy. Yay. Good job, buddy. All right, so place. learning. So there's no correcting. It's simply telling him wrong and making him go back into the command, whatever the command you're working on, okay? But what I was going to say about sitting down, the act of sitting down, you know, what do we do when we're going to pet our dog? We bend down. So the act of sitting, you're bending down to sit, oftentimes they think you're kind of calling them over. So you got to practice all of those things. You got to throw in, you got to role play different scenarios. Wrong. Place. Good. And, you know, you'll see as I repeat it, he'll figure out, you know, so when he gets up, I tell him wrong and make him go back. He'll figure out that just because I'm sitting down doesn't mean he can break place. Break. Good boy. Good job. Right? So, Monty. Place. Wrong. Place. Good. So that's Monty right now working on place. We're going to build up some duration, length of time. I love it when they get this command, the place command especially, because then we can really start doing some state of mind training. Place is great for calming them down. Wrong. Place. Good. Helping them to learn to do nothing, to be still, to be calm, right? Also allows them more time out of the crate, but they're still working. It also burns energy. You would be surprised at how much energy it burns, them just, you know, hanging out in wrong place. Good boy. Hanging out in place that, you know, it's a lot of impulse control while the world goes by around them and they have to stay in place. So, great management tool also, you know. Your dog can be in place. Wrong. Place. Good. Down. Good. And you know where they're at, especially while you're potty training and many other things. Up. Wrong. Place. So here we go. Here's some real world stuff, right? Good. That's good. I love the place command. Dogs love the place command once they get the hang of it. You know, they can spend time with family. You know, if they've got a good command going, door can be open. They remain in place. Down. Good. Break. Good boy. Right? Guests come over. Dog's in place. They're not jumping. They're not barking. They're remaining calm. It's wonderful. So many things that you can use. Anyway, if you have any questions, post them in the comment section. Happy to help you always, however I can. And stay tuned for more on Monty. Terry Hansen, good dog, coaching and pet care.